In this video, I will show you how to achieve unity of heart and mind for faster manifestation. Hi, this is Sunny from personalmasteryquest.com, and today we're talking about unity between heart and mind and why it's important and how it can help you achieve faster manifestation. So why is unity of heart and mind important? Well, in the moment that there is unity of heart and mind, manifestation occurs. In other words, unity of heart and mind is what enables something to materialize from the alternative space, which is simply, existing as potential and is the realm of all possibilities, into the material existence, which is your current physical life experience. In reality, right, we are human beings and our innate power is to shape our own reality. Our innate power is to create the life that we want. This is really how simple things are supposed to be for us. Our heart desires something, we declare an intention to have that thing, and we get it. That's really how easy life is supposed to be. But it's not this way. Now life is not this way because us human beings have forgotten our true nature. For thousands of years, ever since the beginning, we have become socially conditioned more and more so to believe in the limits of life rather than the possibilities of life. So now when your heart desires something, right, the mind is already thinking of a million reasons why you can't achieve that one thing. So, your mind is always telling the heart why it's impractical for you to own a Ferrari or go on vacation or live on a yacht. But see, it's the heart's nature to want more things and want more experiences. It doesn't understand any such thing as logic or reason. It just takes everything literally, right? So it doesn't know any such thing as money. It just wants the experience that comes with having a Ferrari or the vacation. It doesn't know any means to get to where it wants to go. It just knows that it wants to go there. And that's really how easy it's supposed to be for us if the mind didn't get in the way. And instead, if it just agreed with the heart, we would have the manifestation of what we wanted. But because most of us have become accustomed to living a life that, where our mind controls so much of our life, this unity of heart and mind rarely occurs. And as a result, the manifestation of all of our desires rarely occurs, right? Look around you. How many people actually get what they want in your life? How many people actually move forward and achieve their goals? If you really look around you, so many people are still just in the same place as they were 10 years ago. And that's because they don't achieve this unity of heart and mind. Their mind controls their entire life. And it is constantly telling them why what they want is not possible for them. And that becomes their reality. They start to believe in the limits of life rather than what is possible for them. So if you're familiar with the law of attraction teachings, the unity of heart and mind is what is referred to in the law of attraction teachings as alignment with source. It is that alignment with source that bridges the vibrational gap between where you currently are and where you want to be in the future. And when you achieve this state of alignment frequently, you are enabling the manifestation process to start. It is a state of no resistance where things are truly moving according to the flow of life and moving towards your vision, whatever it is that you want. When you achieve this state of alignment, literally anything is possible for you to manifest because the heart and mind together are capable of anything. And this is the reason why you see some people living such extraordinary lives. Those are the people that have an easier time achieving this unity of heart and mind frequently. They have become accustomed to a mindset where their mind doesn't always tell their heart why they can't have certain things. They simply want something and they go get it. Most successful people and people who have amazing lives that you see, on the internet or on TV are people who live in a good state of alignment and a balance between heart and mind. Whereas people who are living in poverty and are very unhappy with their lives are dominated by their mind. They constantly ignore the desires of their heart. And this is something they have to confront before going forward and creating positive change in their lives. It's just that, these teachings aren't widespread and common, that we don't know about this. We don't know that it is ourselves who is to blame for the life we have. In a way, we self-sabotage ourselves from living the life that we want, and then we start to blame external factors for what we have or what we couldn't achieve. See, the mind tries to force the world to change through inner intention. Inner intention is your personal intention or your personal will, and it is limited in power. And this is the way that most people have become accustomed to looking at success. It's a common worldview that you have to work really hard and you have to, strive for years and years and work really hard with a lot of effort and grinding to achieve what you want. This is the common worldview, and this is how most people live today. It is solely through their mind. Meanwhile, when there is unity of heart and mind, outer intention is activated. Outer intention is the will of God or the universe or whatever you call it. It is the will, the creative force that created this universe, and it is capable of anything. Outer intention is a powerful, powerful force through which literally anything is possible. So instead of you having to force a change in the world through your personal will, outer intention makes the world change itself to accommodate your needs and desires and meet you halfway. Now, by saying that, I don't mean that, things are just going to poof up out, into existence right in front of you. I'm saying that your world will literally start to orchestrate all events, people, things around you in a way that, you will seamlessly just move towards your goals. It will be the path of least resistance, where you will not see as many obstacles, not see as much resistance on the path towards your goals, and things will be a lot more easier for you the way that they were naturally intended to be. This is the difference between people who achieve success through real hard work and effort and others who achieve it with effortless ease. It is just a question of unity of heart and mind and cruising your way through to success, or becoming tangled up in the mind and creating unnecessary obstacles that do not need to exist on the way. It is just the question between inner intention and outer intention. However, outer intention is only possible with unity of heart and mind. But the state of alignment is very hard for us humans to live through now, because our mind is constantly running in the background and controlling such a large portion of our lives. It is constantly getting hooked on pendulums and creating unnecessary obstacles that don't exist. And in addition to that, it is constantly ignoring the messages and the subtle feelings that are coming through the heart. The mind thinks, but the heart feels. And this is why it is so much easier for us to interpret our thoughts, because they're so apparent and they seem so real to us. But feelings are so often ignored and not cared for, or not really paid attention to. But this is also so detrimental to your own well-being, because the mind is controlled by pendulums, and it is constantly tangled up within the pendulum, creating more and more conflicts for you. The mind treats the heart like a child. It says, I know better what needs to be done. So because of this, they never agree, and unity of heart and mind is rarely achieved. But see, the mind is not connected to the alternative space, which is the realm of all possibilities. It does not know how to get you to where you want to go. It only knows of everything that has already existed. It does not know of anything that is yet to be. Only the heart is connected to the alternative space, and it knows how to get you from where you currently are to where you want to go in the future. But your heart can also not manifest alone. It needs the mind to agree in order to manifest. But every single time you have a desire, your mind constantly shuts down the heart by saying why it's not practical for you to achieve what you want. There's not enough money, there's not enough opportunity, there's not this, there's not that, you're not capable enough. Oh, this is a really big goal. It doesn't matter. The heart doesn't know any of that stuff. It simply knows what it wants, and it knows how to get there, but it needs the mind's help in the same time. But the mind doesn't even consider the desire of the heart before thinking of a million reasons of why that desire is impractical and unachievable. But at the same time, the mind also needs the heart to manifest. They can't do anything without the other. And without the heart, it will just constantly, go round and round and create so much more conflict and patterns of things that already exist, and it will accomplish nothing. It will get nowhere. So now that we know this, how can you achieve this unity of heart and mind? You can do it in a couple of ways. Number one, pursue your feelings. So whenever you are making a decision or whenever you are thinking about something, always trust your gut feeling. Those are feelings that are coming from the heart. And your heart knows what you want and knows how to get you there. It is always looking out for you, and it is always trying to signal you to what is good for you and what is bad for you, regarding what you desire and where you want to be headed towards. So don't ignore these feelings. Your heart is not capable of desiring anything that is bad for you. It always knows what is right and what is wrong for you. So how you feel about something should always be considered heavily with your thoughts, right? So don't just pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to how you feel about something. So any decision, any career choice, any activity that you are taking part in, anything, always pay attention heavily to your feelings as well as your thoughts. Number 2, instead of letting your mind dictate what you can or cannot have, let the heart decide. Every single time you think of something you want, stop giving yourself a million reasons of why you can't achieve that. Stop letting the mind get in your own way of achieving what you want, of having what is meant to be yours. Stop worrying about how things will happen and start trusting that they will. Instead of worrying and thinking about how things will happen, give your mind a new job. From today on going forward, your mind's new job is to pay attention to the subtle feelings of the heart. Now, instead of always thinking about how things will happen, divert your focus and start to really put your awareness within your body and start to feel about where you want to go, what you want to do, how you feel about certain subjects. The mind's new job now is to start to feel what the heart is urging it to do. Its new job is to notice itself every single time it starts to overthink and constantly readjust back to its new job. So going forward, make that a prominent practice, and you could start this, starting right now. Number 3, when you are thinking of your goals, reduce the amount of importance that you attribute to them. So what does this mean? Reducing the importance means stop thinking that they are so crazy unachievable for you to achieve, right? Stop putting them on a pedestal. Stop thinking about them as in an obsessive nature. Stop thinking of them as the only important thing in your life, and if that doesn't happen, then you will be unhappy. Likewise, also reduce the inner importance. Reducing the inner importance means that don't think that you don't have it within you to achieve something great. Don't think that you are not capable of doing something, or you are not worthy of a certain level of success. If you don't reduce the importance, you will get in your own way and you will not achieve unity of heart and mind. Number 4, ask yourself, is what you want actually your true heart's desire? I ask this because now most of us are actually pursuing goals that aren't ours in the first place. Really think about it. Think about your goals. Is something that you want only a desire of yours because people around you have it? For example, if you live in a community or society where success is considered, going to college, getting a full-time job, a 9-to-5, making $60,000 a year, and that's something that you are striving for, really ask yourself if that's your true desire, or are you just pursuing that because, that's the norm around you. Unity of heart and mind will never be achievable if you are not pursuing your true heart's desire. Instead, if you are pursuing desires of society, of pendulums, you will never achieve this unity of heart and mind, and achieving your desires and goals will always come with a lot of conflict and a lot of resistance on the way, and you will only be able to use inner intention to achieve them. Now, lastly, when you think about your goals, yes, it's pretty irrational to want great things. Living on a yacht, yeah, that's pretty irrational for you to want. Only if you were to use the power of inner intention. With the power of inner intention, there's a lack of opportunity and there's a lack of mobility in the world. However, with this magical power of outer intention that I have just introduced to you, anything is possible. That is the thing that you should strive to achieve. With that unity of heart and mind, outer intention is what is possible for you, and outer intention will make anything possible for you to achieve. With the power of outer intention, you have infinite resources at your command. You are no longer forcing the world to change in whatever way. Instead, the world will change itself according to your needs and desires, and will coordinate itself to move you towards what you want. We're no longer focusing on the limits of life. Instead, we are focusing on the possibilities. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did like it, hit the like button right there. You could access this full blog post in the description box below. Subscribe right here if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video.